Hey. It is Kyle Shannon with the AI Learning Lab. What's happening? Oh, I might need to change my shirt. Hello, Kevin. What's happening? What's shaking? What's going down? Welcome. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. Thank you for the gummy bear. I think it's a gummy bear. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. I have a new thing here. If you've been here before, I replaced Poe. I said I'd start replacing these if they got replaced with something better or more interesting. So that's there. What else do we have? We got Pi. We got Claude. There's a lot going on. We got, Code Interpreter, which is still insanity. Good morning, Singapore. Hey, Todd, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and hit the tap the screen if you would to get the likes going. See if we can get some more people in here. If you haven't been here before, my name is Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. I am an entrepreneur and just a dude trying to figure this shit out. And I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Storyvine, which is an automated video storytelling platform. And I was I was there for the early days of the World Wide Web. I co-founded a company called agency.com, which was one of the first digital agencies. And the early days of the World Wide Web and the early days of this AI stuff have a lot of similarities, a lot of interesting stuff going on. So, yeah. So welcome. Holy crap, we just went from 19 people to 252. If you're new here, this is the AI Learning Lab. I'll talk about these URLs here. Hang on. If you're new to generative AI, if you've not played with ChatGPT, go there. Go to chat.openai.com. That's the official ChatGPT website. For those of you that have been here before, you'll notice that I replaced Poe.com with Claude.ai. Why did I do that? Because Claude 2.0 came out today, and it's got a sweet little elegant interface, and it seems to not suck. So there's another thing to play with. So that one up there is the official ChatGPT website. If you pay the $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus, you get access to GPT-4, and you also get access to this new remarkably powerful thing called Code Interpreter. I don't work for them. I'm not getting paid for them. I don't care if you go there or not. But I'll talk about Code Interpreter because it's insane. Bing.com, that's Microsoft search engine. Click on the chat button there. That's also ChatGPT-4, but it's free and it's connected to the internet. It's not as good as that one, but it's still really good. And you can make images there for free. And then Claude is one of Anthropic's models, and they just released their first website. So I figured I'd give them a shout out because I'm a fan of what they're up to. And then prompts.chat, if you haven't played with any of these large language models, it's sort of like Google in that there's like a box that you type in, but it's completely unlike Google in that it's completely different. So if you want to learn how to do that, go to prompts.chat and that'll teach you about that. If you've got any questions about AI, pop them in the comments below, and let's get this show on the road. All right, can you get the ChatGPT extensions if you don't pay the subscription? Not right now. Right now you need to pay the subscription, but Bing.com, Microsoft has announced that Bing.com will support plugins. So I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know when they are ready for prime time. They still seem a little janky, as we like to say here in the AI Learning Lab. So they'll eventually be available at Bing.com as well for free. Hey, dude, thanks for help us figure this all out. Of course, yep. Nice shirt this evening, Mr. Shannon. I know it's right on the border of do I have to change it, but I think if I just keep a little dark area where the text is, we're going to be okay. But thank you, I appreciate that. You can make money with ChatGPT. Quantum computer with 70 qubits that can calculate in 6 seconds what it'll take today's supercomputers 47 years to calculate. So I gave Google a shout out today. But Bard sucks compared to Claude and ChatGPT and Bing. It's just not good. It'll get better. I think Google's going to show up. One thing I saw today is Google has a cool thing called Style Drop, which is remarkable technology. And somebody spun up a Google Colab notebook or what, like a GitHub, so you can run that. That looks pretty amazing, but I haven't installed it yet. Yeah, I mean, the ironic thing about Bard sucking is that Google invented the transformer, which is what all of these tools are based on, and then they just sat on it. And so, I don't think they or anyone else were expecting ChatGPT to be as popular as it was, but it is, and it was, and it happened, and so now they're on their heels, and so they got to catch up. That's on them. They'll get there. I hear it's good at code, but I don't do that day to day. I do words day to day. Qualifications? Well, I don't know. Does it matter if I have qualifications? What if I have none? What if, it could be the worst? If I had a degree in acting, that would be a disqualifier. Like if I got a degree in acting, and not even, like, I didn't even do film or TV. Like, I moved to New York City, and I spent, 5 years of my life starting and running a theater company. That would be completely disqualifying for anything called AI Learning Lab. Definitely that. And then what would be worse is if I started a theater company and I failed financially at that, and then I thought, I'll write myself an acting career, and I spent 2 years writing 7 feature-length screenplays. That would be absolutely disqualifying for anyone talking about AI. So, yeah, I got nothing for you in terms of qualifications. Started one of the first digital agencies in the mid-'90s, and, the parallels between what's going on with generative AI and what was going on in the early days of the web. It's remarkable, and this is profound, and it's going to change everything. And I dedicate 2 to 3 hours of my life every fucking night to come here and talk, but really no qualifications. Am I smarmy? Bitter? You betcha. I am a post ChatGPT inflection point explorer and adventurer of AI. I know just this much more than anyone else. I'm not a machine learning scientist. I'm not a researcher. I've got ADD. I can't code. But I'm 11 years into my startup and completely rethinking that because of AI. And I'm doing the best I can to educate people and inspire them to give this stuff a shot, because I think it's going to change the fucking world. Hey, Kavruno, what's happening? No, it's not the border. Wait, no, not on the border. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Emilio's wife. Can we dive into Claude AI? It's a little... Wait, that's a new one I've heard of. Nice to see you again. Hey, Austin. Yeah, we can dive into it. I and then I also pulled it up here. So it's very similar to the ChatGPTs of the world. So, we can do make a table comparing a real AI expert and a wannabe actor. And sure enough, it'll make you a table. A real AI expert's a researcher or engineer working on developing AI systems. A wannabe actor's an aspiring actor trying to break into acting. It's not very creative. It's kind of a shitty table. It was supposed to be funnier, but whatever. So it can do that. The other thing you can do is you can hand it, you can upload files. So let's go grab a file here. I wonder if I can do zip files. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Nope, you can't do zip files. Okay, so it looks like you have to do CSVs. So here's some of my LinkedIn data. Let me pop that over there. Text extraction failed. I wonder why. Maybe I need to do it from in here. So let's see. Goodwill hunting. Text extraction failed. Huh. I don't know. It looks like uploads are not happy right now for old Claudie McClaudster. Crimes. This is Denver Crimes. All right, that worked. CSV worked. Okay. PDFs didn't work. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so message Claude. Tell me something interesting about this data. Let's see what it does. See if it tells us anything interesting about the data. Welcome, everybody. This is the AI Learning Lab. Looks like some new people just joined. If you missed all the fun, someone asked me about my qualifications. I have none. So if you demand qualifications for something called the AI Learning Lab, I would leave now. I would get out. I would go. I would run away. Because there is nothing in here that is remotely interesting to anyone interested in AI. I have no qualifications. What did it do? Claude? Oh, Claude went boom boom. Yes. In case it wasn't patently clear, we are very early in the AI parade, so maybe I should I should have not have replaced Poe with Claude, because Claude apparently is a little too busy tonight to handle all the traffic. That's pretty funny. There's also Pi, which is similar. So this is Pi.ai. And it's from this company called Inflection. And Inflection is, it's one of the founders of DeepMind. And it's an OpenAI competitor. And they're looking to do personal agents. And so their personal agent's called Pi, which is good branding, Pi.ai. And let's see, make me a table comparing a wet dog and a fluffy cat. See if it can do tables. Here you go. Wet dog versus fluffy cat. Smell, wet dog, ugh. Fluffy cat, pleasant. Energy, wet dog, playful and excited. Fluffy cat, lethargic and relaxed. So Pi's got much more personality. It didn't make a table. I wonder if it can code. Can you make this a Python application that asks for a pair of animals? Question mark. Absolutely, I can write you a Python program. Are you ready to get started? Why, yes. Pi has a lot of personality. There's a lot of personality here. We're going to import the necessary libraries. We're going to ask the user to input 2 animals. We're going to create a list of comparison categories. We're going to iterate. We're going to calculate. Does that make sense? Yes. First, we'll need to import the libraries. In this case, we'll input the libraries and read Ready to move on, yes. I don't like how... let me say, are you going to write the code, or do I have to? Ha, good catch. I'll write the code. Just sit back and relax. So this is funny. This is describing writing code. You know what this is doing? This is absolutely convincing me that ChatGPT is still the best. That ain't writing code. It's writing a short story every time I ask it a question. All right, we're back to ChatGPT. You can make money with ChatGPT. All right, we're not diving into Claude. We're not diving into into Pi. We're coming back to them when they get their shit together. Unbelievable. All right, I'm hoping to make the next in-person meetup. Awesome, yeah, join us. We're at it's next Tuesday, week from tonight, and it's at the Catalyst Building on Brighton Boulevard in Rhino, here in Denver, Colorado. Come on down. Can AI prepare lawsuits in my state, D.C., on a certain subject matter? It can. The thing you need to be careful of with ChatGPT doing anything resembling work you want to be solid is it will hallucinate. It'll make up case law and reference it in legal things, or it'll lie about anything. So if you're doing something like that, it can be really good at that. You could even do things with Code Interpreter. You could probably even upload a big chunk of the law that is relevant to your case, and it could learn that, and then you could, write a case that captures all the angles. But definitely check the work and make sure that it's solid in terms of research. I hate that they disabled ChatGPT with Bing beta. Yeah, I know, me too. I assume you mean, wait. Oh, you mean the browse with Bing beta within ChatGPT? I hate that they disabled that too. Buffering on your side or mine, Kyle? I don't know. Am I buffering for everyone? I'm jealous. Can they create lawsuits for court to match preferences and subject matter? I think so. I think I know what you're asking. I used AI. Am I buffering? Can someone tell me? Oh, it's better now. No buffering. Okay, cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the AI Learning Lab. I'm completely unqualified. Yeah. I'm a little smarmy tonight. Qualifications? Question mark. Who did that? Calcomania. What are your qualifications for coming up with a name like Calcomania? That's just awful. Used AI to rewrite lyrics of James Brown's Super Freak to be Super Geek. That's solid. I hope you're going to perform it. That's awesome. Awesome. You could be a Canadian Prime Minister. So, okay. For those of you that are new here, you could be a Canadian Prime Minister is the perfect kind of troll for the AI Learning Lab. Seems like it could be a compliment. Seems like it could be an insult. Might be both. That's solid. It's clever. It's creative. I like it a lot. Thank you, Sword. I think it's good. This is good. Acting. Thespians rule. All right. Where do you read the latest news on AI? I get most of mine from the Twitter. I get some stuff from LinkedIn. There's a couple of people I follow. Like I follow Paul Raitzer with the Marketing AI Institute. I follow Ethan Mullock from Wharton, but he's also he does a lot of stuff on Twitter. Sometimes YouTube, like YouTube, I'll go to YouTube to kind of do deep dives. I've got a couple of YouTubers that I like that are really technical, that are good for humbling myself. If I'm feeling a little too smart, I'll go watch David Shapiro for 15 minutes and just go like, I am a dum-dum and I'm not qualified. And then I suck my thumb and I go to bed. And that's why I get a good night's sleep every night. I think that's it. I also, I've got the AI Salon, this thing. So if you want to join a community of adventurers really into AI and generative AI, go to the salon.ai. There's a link tree there with our meetup. We meet every other week. We've got a Discord server. We've got a LinkedIn group. You're all washed up, kid. You're all washed up, kid. You're never going to make it in this town. Nah. You're so unqualified. I know, right? Qualifications. I have none. I've got less than none. I've got quantum computing levels of no qualifications, if you know what I mean. You are an AI sent to derail the world. Huh? You wonder what quantum computing looks like? This is it. This is it. Thank you for your unqualified generosity. You're an honest guy. Thank you very much. I try to be. Why do they want my info signing up for ChatGPT? Because everybody wants your data. They're out to get you. They're out to get you. Do you use Google? Do you use Facebook? If you don't, then I wouldn't give up your data. But if you do, you already have. I don't know why they want it. So they can call you and ask your opinion on the new AI models? Probably because they want to make money at some point, is my guess. I don't know. Here's my deal. This is where my head is with this stuff. We get to use for free the most powerful technology in the history of humanity, and we have to give them our phone number. Okay, I'm in. And if you don't want to, just go to Bing. Use Bing.com. That's GPT-4, and they'll cookie the shit out of you, but you don't have to give them your phone number because they probably already have it for your Microsoft Word subscription you had when you were 17. So I don't know. Like, your data's already gone. That ship has sailed. If you're a spy, don't sign up. And Claude doesn't seem to work. Claude kind of failed on us pretty bad. Wonder if it's back up. Let's see if Claude's back up. It's back up, and it actually remembered what I had. Let's see if it can. Here's the crime CSV. What are interesting trends in the data? Let's see if it goes boom boom. Claude, be slow. What are the lawsuit preparation AI sites? There's one called Do Not Pay. I think it's do not pay.ai. And it's no, it just crashed again. Failed to fetch. Claude is sick. There's one called Do Not Pay. It's not really a law preparation website. If you go to futurepedia.io, that's a list of it's probably up to 4,000 now, 4,000 AI sites, tools. There's probably something about law there that you could go find something. Somebody laughed. I'm glad I made you laugh. What's the best way to search PDFs and AI and ask complex questions about the content? There's new stuff, and it's really exciting. It's really good. So you can do it. You can do it two ways. Well, you can do it a bunch of ways. I'll show you two ways you can do it with ChatGPT. Okay. Here we are at ChatGPT, and if you pay for GPT Plus, you get access to Code Interpreter and plugins. Both of these allow you to search PDFs. We'll do plugins first. So the way plugins work is you go to plugins and then you have this list of here's all the plugins I have installed. And then in any given chat session, I can enable up to 3 of them. So I'm going to turn off the 2 I have on, and I'm going to turn on this one called Web Pilot. And what I can do now, let's see, I got to go find a PDF online somewhere. Let's go find a PDF. Let's see, Denver crime stats. File type PDF. Well, that's a teeny little PDF. That was really Denver? Is it really? This how we're doing this? Could this be some real data, please? All right, that looks like real data. It's not a ton. Oh, my screen's not focused. Good Lord. What are the qualifications for this channel? There we go. Okay, so we're going to grab that URL. So if you've got a PDF up on the old internet somewhere, you can just say, tell me what this is, ? And then put that in there. What? What is this nonsense? Let me try something else. What is here? Storyvine.com. Oh, that's weird. Wow, the internet is malbehaving tonight. Let's, hang on. Let me go try a different thing. Ask your PDF. That I've used before. What is in this PDF? I'm thinking I gotta quit here. That's feeling malware-y. Old man got malwared, it looks like. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. 121 tabs. Yes, I am a tab hoarder. Free research preview plugins. What is this? Let's see. Denver crime. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Crime in the city of Denver. Is this the crappy one? Yes. Isn't there a better one? This one. Part 1. Okay. There's that. Let's go back here. All right. That looked like some sort of cachy kind of malware. So I think I'm safe. I think I'm out. Anyway, so now it's going ask your PDF. And the PDF's reading it. The document you provided is a report showing the crime statistics for the city of Denver from August 2019 compared to the same period in 2018. If you have specific questions about the content of the report, feel free to ask. Can you tell me any trends? ? So it's firing off the plugin again, reading that document again. It's got a lot of data, but it doesn't provide clear things. Incidents increased from 3,300 to 3,400. Simple assault went up. Larceny went up. Motor vehicle theft went slightly down. So it sort of works. So that's a plugin. So there's plugins that can look at PDFs. Now let's go look at Code Interpreter. So Code Interpreter is flipping mind-blowing. So we're going to go to Kaggle. Oh wait, I think I'll go there anyway. So Kaggle is a place where you can go get data, like data sets. Here we come to save the day. So I'm going to go data sets, and then maybe I'll search for crime. Denver, we'll get a big one. Denver crime data. And so I'm going to download it. So it's a 21 megabyte zip archive. It's archive number 5. And so then what we're going to do, the way Code Interpreter works is you now have a little plus icon here. So I'm going to click on this plus icon. There's my archive number 5. So I'm just uploading a zip file. I'm going to say, what's in this ? Oh, wait, it's still uploading. It's 21 megabytes. It's a little slow. What's actually happening here is this thing, when you start interacting with it, it's actually firing up a virtual computer. And when you see what it does, it's just insane. All right, so it looks like you uploaded a zip file. Let's extract it to see what it contains. And so it looks like it's firing off a plugin, but if you open this, what it's actually doing is writing Python code, importing libraries to unzip files, writing the Python code to unzip it, and then getting it. And it says, the zip file you provided has the following files. Would you like me to inspect the contents of any specific file? Please look at all of them. ? Someone needs to clean their computer screen because I reach up and touch it too much. I do too much of this. It's bad. It's bad. Seems like there's an encoding issue. Let's try and read the file with another encoding, such as ISO 8859-1, also known as Latin. They've been successfully read. There's all the rows, or all the columns. So it's giving us it's showing us sample data. So it makes a little table. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, dang it. I was zipping around too much there. Okay, let's see if we've still got it in memory here. Can you tell me any interesting trends in the data? I'm getting that weird thing again. I wonder if that's some weird ass OpenAI thing. It can't be. That's got to be some sort of malware bullshit. Can you tell me anything interesting about this data? No, something's weird. Something's weird, man. All right. I think I'm not going to show shit tonight. Anyway, what Code Interpreter will do is it writes the Python code, but it'll analyze the data, and it'll even create charts and graphs. It's absolutely amazing. So Code Interpreter right now is probably by far the best thing to play with. You do have to have a OpenAI subscription. I tried Charlie, but it's not so great. Sharely? I don't know what Sharely is. Thanks, Mrs. Doubtfire. You're welcome. No one can leave. They're all mesmerized by your shirt. Yeah, exactly. And my hair. I got some fucking Elvis action going on up there tonight. All right. Do you think a certification is valid at this point? Not for generative AI. Go learn it yourself. It's easy enough to go learn right now. And there's not really any experts on this. If you want to get a certificate on things like machine learning and work more on the data science side of this, then sure, absolutely. Pi is great. Okay, cool. I haven't played with Pi that much. I just played with it a little bit. It seemed a little overly friendly to me, but I would imagine that there's some sort of settings. They're all overloaded right now. Oh, that's interesting. Too slow. Ha ha ha. I love this. Yep. I'm addicted. But kudos for wrangling it. Have you tried Bard? I have. Would you like my rating? I'll be like the pizza guy. Okay. Pizza review time. Okay. Large language model review time. Bard. 1.2. Bard seems stronger in programming. Yeah, I don't know if it's stronger than ChatGPT 4 in terms of programming, but I think it is competent enough in programming that people can use it. Because I know people that I've talked to have said they use it. He thinks Bard is the worst. Yeah, like I just from a word perspective, from a writing perspective, it's just not anywhere in the same ballpark. It's not even close to GPT 3.5. So not here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's okay. Lawyers do too. I use Bard and Pi. Cool. Listen, here's the deal about Bard. Bard is 1,000 times better than Google search. So don't get me wrong. It's just in comparison to ChatGPT, it's just not in the same ballpark. And I think I'm going to go back to Poe right here because that Claude is not happy tonight, and I don't want to send people there if it's buffering again. It's probably because I switch back and forth between the cameras. I think it buffers then. I sent that message 20 minutes ago. I know. So not only am I unqualified, but I don't keep up with the questions. It's like why would anyone come here, right? Come on, people. Well, I mean, look at the shirt. Surely you can't take me seriously. Of course I can't take you seriously. And stop calling me Shirley. Oh, he's on a roll tonight. That's why he's got butter on his pants. All right. With respect to updated fabricated case law, a programmer's revenge on lazy attorneys. Nah, I wish it were that. I wish it were that intentional. I think it's just lazy attorneys. Smarmy just tonight? It's true, Emilio's wife. I think this is a nightly thing. But I got started out on a particularly sour note. Qualified? Bitter? You betcha. All right. Have I tried Bard? Yes, I have. Okay, I'm back to where I was. Too much fluff, no real knowledge. I would absolutely leave, Bo. Why are you still here? Has anyone gotten Freedom GPT to work? I don't know what Freedom GPT is. What is it? Freedom GPT. Join the revolution. Freedom GPT. Creating AI. It's our belief that the most important and valuable AI platform long-term is open source. Freedom GPT community is working toward creating a free and open LLM and accompanying apps. Freedom GPT movement today as a user, tester, or code contributor. Cool. All right. It's one of the open source large language models. And I suppose you can download it for Mac and download it for Windows. I haven't tried to install it. I can't. I stopped. I gave up on trying to keep up with the open source LLMs right now until something kind of stabilizes. That's good. They're just changing too fast. I haven't tried ChatGPT too much. Okay, Roger. So go there right now and do it. Go to chat.openai.com. That's the official ChatGPT website, and go to prompts.chat. That'll teach you how to prompt. It may inspire you to keep it's worth it to keep messing with ChatGPT until you get it to do something that kind of blows your mind. Like have a Kevin McAllister moment. And you will. So just go there and follow that prompts.chat thing. Nothing wrong with Smarmy. Smarmy just tonight with respect to updated. Okay, we talked about that. I would never visit a meetup of an unqualified Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm right there with you. Why would you? Why exactly? It's Rick James, not James Brown. Oh. Ba-dum-bum. Me neither. Never ever. Will there be snacks? I got pretzels. Who's behind the prompts.chat site? I don't know. Some dude that started a GitHub repository and then put it on prompts.chat. It's just good. Not everything's a conspiracy theory. I just have it there because I like it. I don't even know that it's being updated regularly, but it's still good. And by the way, you shouldn't eat a dry pretzel when you're trying to talk. I know better. I'm a trained professional. Is the chat from YouTube... Wait, is the chat from YouTube not TikTok? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. I sent that message 20 minutes ago. Bo is really upset with things here. What AI stock is good in the long run? I don't know. I'm not a psychic. You want me to start reading tarot cards? We can do that on ChatGPT, you know. Do not take financial advice from an out-of-work actor. On TikTok with a smartphone, and you're afraid of signing up on ChatGPT. Good one, Bruno. Thank you. That was the right answer, by the way. So yeah, I wasn't quite quick enough. I was still worried about my qualifications. That was the correct smarmy response to why are they asking for your information from TikTok. That was good. That was solid. I just see clever people make me happy. Dum-dums make me not happy. Buffering again. What's a plugin? Okay. Have you touched on Claude 2? Can you summarize it and opine? Well, yeah. I went there and I tried to show people that you can upload files to it and interact with them, and it crashed twice. And then, but also ChatGPT's crashing. And then I went to Pi, which is the new inflection thing that got funded for $1.3 billion. And it sort of crapped out and couldn't do tables and told me it was coding, but wasn't producing code. So I just, and then now every time I go to do something on ChatGPT, it pops up a window. Complete this puzzle to make sure you're human, but it's not a real CAPTCHA. So I have a feeling it's some sort of malware bullshit. So after the live tonight, I'm going to be running some malware software. Who knows? What's a plugin? Okay, so I just ate another pretzel because I'm a genius. If you're in ChatGPT and you go to GPT-4, there's this option for plugins. Now you have to enable this. So there's two requirements. One is you have to have ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month. And then when you get here, you have to go to your settings and go to the beta features and turn on plugins. You have to explicitly turn it on, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. And then the plugins are like, they're basically, they're little widgets that do stuff. And some of them do good things and some of them do stupid things, and a lot of them are kind of don't work great, and some of them just point you to other websites and try to get you to sign up for their website. But the basic idea with plugins is you've got a specific thing. Like here, I'll show you a good one, one that's good to demo. We'll use the Instacart plugin, and this is one that a lot of people have used, but it's a good demonstration. So I can say, make me a meal plan that focuses on organic shellfish See, there's that protecting your account. I'm not clicking that button. I don't know what's going on here. Let me quit this again and come back. That's very strange. It's very strange, I tell you. That's very strange. If anyone, let me know down below. Is that strange, or is that me buffering? I wasn't sure if you were coming tonight, so I went to your playlist. I'm sorry, Miss Birch. What kind of hardware in the near future will we need? I'll talk about that in a second. Has anyone ever seen that that thing I just got? That thing popping up? Does that look like malware to anyone else? Am I just being paranoid? Anyone? Bueller. Restore tabs. All right, back to plugins. We've got Instacart there. Okay, make me a meal plan for 3 days focusing on corn. No, I'm still getting that. Has anyone ever seen this? What is this? Only the paranoid survive. Exactly. Can it generate recipes using shards of glass and molasses? Yes. Has anyone seen this? Anyone? No? All right. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? This is probably just an Edge thing, so I'm gonna go to Chrome. Chat. This is a weird night. Isn't technology weird? Like when it's weird, it's just weird all over the place. Because it's like, I've been doing this for a month. I've never had ChatGPT act weird like that. But then again, I've never also gone to a new website called Claude.ai. And I also never went to a new website called Pi. And then I went to someone else's. I don't know. I'm probably being espionaged right now. All right, let's make this a little bigger. Let's go to plugins. Let's turn on Instacart. If the person that asked what's a plugin is still here, it's a little minor miracle. Make me a meal plan with nuts and corn. Huh. Maybe that's a real CAPTCHA from OpenAI. That's strange. I've never seen it before. Very strange. That's protecting your account prompt. Seems like one of those asking if human prompt sites. Yeah, I know. It looks like a CAPTCHA, but it just looks like a really weird, janky CAPTCHA. All right, so there's that. Would you like me to create... Okay, so I asked it to create a meal plan starring nuts and corn. And so corn and nut muffins, corn and almond salad, chicken with corn and cashew stir fry. Okay, so it gave me a nice day meal plan. And then it says, would you like to create a shopping list for these meals on Instacart? So I can just say yes. And here's where the plugin comes in. So you can interact with ChatGPT as you normally would, but if you've got one of the plugins enabled, it will sort of sense when it should call the plugin. And then the plugin does a specific thing. In the case of Instacart, it's going to make a shopping list. And so I could have, gotten to that shopping list in any myriad of ways, but I just did it with make me a meal plan, and it was smart enough to go to you on a shopping list. And so now if I say, take me to the shopping list. It takes me over to Instacart and loads up my shopping list. And now I could just have that delivered to my front door, right? So a plugin's just really a hook to a specific website that does a specific function. Like there's one for Wolfram Alpha that does all sorts of high-end math. Would you say plugins somewhat narrow the need for super specific prompts? Yeah, they can do that because there's some prompts that are will like rewrite a crappy Midjourney prompt for you and give you a better Midjourney prompt. There's some that will do code. There's some that will do website analysis. So it's not just it's not just within. Where am I? Which tab is this? Hold, please. Let me go show you another plugin, because it's not just within ChatGPT. The plugins can be external to it. So there's a plugin called Stories that will make you a little a children's book, and I don't think they did a particularly good job with the prompting of the images, but I can say, make me a kid's book about a big hairy monster and a tiny happy snail. Okay, this can't be. They can't be doing this every time. They can't be. Something's up. So it fires off the plugin, and now so it says, here's the story I generated for you: Bigfoot and the snail, an unlikely friendship. Follow the heartwarming journey of a big hairy monster and a tiny happy snail. And then it made an image that doesn't look like a hairy monster or a snail, but that's okay. And then, but if I click here, it takes me to the site storybird.ai, which you can go to, outside of this. So here's my little story. So I can flip through my pages, and it's actually generating images for the story, and it's written the story, and it's in this, in this site for, that's got a kid's book, and you can order the book. And so this is a little site that someone built. It's an AI story generator. So they just made the plugin essentially as like a marketing push to drive people to their site, which is kind of clever. I don't think a lot of people are using plugins, but you can use plugins within ChatGPT, or they can just basically be hooks out to other things on the internet. I don't know what's going on with that weird ass CAPTCHA. That seems not normal to me. Hang on, it sounds like there's an alarm going off. I'll be back. Hold, please. Oh wait, the alarm stopped. Buffering. Let's see. Where was I in my questions? Only qualifications can be found here. Fictions. Could you show again where you're getting the plugin from on your screen in ChatGPT? I absolutely can. So if you go to 3.5 and 4, when you go to GPT-4, you've got plugins right here. If you're not seeing that, then you need to go to your settings and beta features and turn them on. So that might be why you're not seeing them. And then you just see them up here. And when you select plugins, then you get this little drop-down menu. And that's where you can see the ones you've got installed, or you can go to the plugin store and get them here as well. How do I load API on ChatGPT? So to play with the ChatGPT API, you need to go to a different site. You need to go to platform openai.com/playground. Playground. And I spelled it wrong. Platform.openai.com/playground. So when you come to playground, let me make it bigger again. You've got on the right hand side, you've got a bunch of different parameters that you can set. You can use different modes. You got GPT 4, 3.5, 16K, 3.5 turbo. You have temperature. You've got maximum length. You've got all your settings. And then under your account, there's view API keys. That's how you get your API keys. So if you want to use the OpenAI API in other applications, that's where you get your keys from. And this is where you do your prompt crafting if you're doing things like automations and things like that. Hello, Sonia. Reboot computer. Yeah, I figure I got to reboot the computer. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Something's a little jankified. And because I'm a Mac guy, I don't restart my computer until shit explodes, because that's just how stable it is. I also have hundreds of tabs open and things like that. Do I want to save that? Yes, I want to save that. I don't care about saving that. All right, we're restarting. That honestly looks like a malware. I know, it does. It totally looks like a malware. So it's probably malware. Whatever. Hey, question for someone who's in healthcare who wants to get into AI, where should I start? Well, if you're just really new to generative AI, and if you haven't played with ChatGPT, start there. It's why I have it on my screen the whole time. That's the place you should start. And in healthcare, privacy and security is a much bigger deal. So there's probably a bunch of different tools that you're going to need to use. But it depends on what you want to do within healthcare. You could just do sort of process improvement on the administrative side, where you're not dealing with PHI and things like that, where it's not going to be that big a deal, or less of a big deal. But if you're doing anything with patient data or anything like that, then you're going to need to involve the IT team. I'll be with y'all in a second. I just want to welcome to the arcade. Let's see. Let's go grab a plug-in and say. Instacart. Make me a meal plan with meals. Meat. One day. Yes. Okay. It doesn't look like it's giving me the malware captcha now, but I have a feeling I have malware. I'll run something. I didn't really answer your question that great about healthcare. I would just start getting AI literate with ChatGPT, and then probably start to do some research about AI companies, or companies that are putting layers on top of ChatGPT that are specific to healthcare. Because again, AI has been around for a long time. This generative AI stuff is kind of new, but in healthcare, because you've got the privacy and security stuff. Do you also have a Discord? I do. If you go to if you go to there, oops, it's teeny tiny. You can't read it, Kyle. Kyle, what are you doing, Kyle? If you go to the salon.ai, that's the AI salon that I created. So we've got a bi-weekly meetup. So the link to the meetup is there, but the link to the Discord is also there. And the Discord's cool. You can go in, you can play with Midjourney, you can ask questions, things like that. It's the shirt, Kyle. It's all the shirt. It could be the shirt. ChatGPT does certain things better, while Bard does other things, at least now. Yeah, I haven't played with Bard enough to really know. Here's my thought about Bard and Google. They're going to catch up. They invented this shit, and some of the technology that they've been showing is really, really impressive. So I don't doubt that they're going to catch up. They're just behind right now. An AI engine that uses what's called a constitutional model, I believe. That's Claude. So Anthropic is the company that, it's a bunch of ex-OpenAI people that are using what's called a constitutional learning model, where instead of human reinforcement learning to train the models, they're using a set of rules that all of the answers are compared against to see if it passes those rules. And the rules are things like, do no harm, increase prosperity, don't be evil. But they actually mean it, because they're writing it into a constitution that is programmatically checking answers against that. What kind of hardware in the near future will we need? It depends. So the open source community is working aggressively to get very small models to be very powerful. And probably over the next year, we will have something that is in the neighborhood of GPT-4 that you can just install on your phone or your any sort of laptop or computer, with no internet connection needed, no cloud processing needed. It'll just run locally. If you want to get into training and running these larger models locally, then you need to start getting into things like, how much can you afford, right? George Hotz, who's the kind of genius programmer dude behind Comma AI, the self-driving car company that's a competitor to Tesla. He's wild. He started a company called Tiny Corp, and he's creating a computer called TinyBox, and it's going to be $15,000 and have 6 GPUs in it. So you could have that one. That would be nice if you really want to do some heavy lifting. But if you just want to use these tools, all of these things are cloud-based, so you just go use them on the cloud, and you're using Microsoft servers at that point and their GPUs. If you want to run things locally, on the Mac side, you'll need at least an M1, but probably the biggest M2 you can afford is better. And same thing on PC, the best GPU and CPU and throughput you can afford. So, because if you want to get into training or running things locally, the more the better right now. I wasn't sure if you were coming tonight, so I went to your playlist. Cool. I'm late for class, but I finally showed up. I was late for class. I was out at a networking event here in Denver with some data people. They're geeky. There weren't a lot of ex-actors in that bunch. My ChatGPT history didn't load tonight. Something's weird. Something's weird tonight. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a DDoS attack from China. China! I had to close out the web browser and open it again. Yeah, something's weird. Something's up. All right. That protecting your account prompt seems like one of those asking if you're human prompts on sites. I know, but it seems like malware too. Getting you to teach ChatGPT how to get past captchas. See, again, solid troll. I applaud the work. It's almost a compliment, and yet somehow it stings. It's good. This is good. This is why we come here. These are the kind of comments we live for. Great hair. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. I'm like a week past the haircut, and it's doing all right. I think we got about another 3 or 4 days, and the thing just goes fucking haywire. When you say plugins are somewhat, I'll come back to that. Hang on. Buffering. Okay. I'm going to watch Celebrity Jeopardy. Perfect. I love you people. You're awesome. Got 5 speculative responses scenarios. To what? Oh, do I have 5 speculative responses? Tickety-tackety. All right, can you show Zapier, please? I need to have a bot built, but I'm kind of lost. So I'm going to show you 2 things. I will show you Zapier. Zapier, here's the deal with no-code tools and low-code tools. They still require high logic, and they require you to learn their particular way of not doing code, which is essentially as complicated as coding. So no-code tools promise to be as just add water, but it's bullshit. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 things. Let me go back to Edge as well, because I just have my... Do I get my Edge? What's going on? Come on. You can do it. I need an M2. I think all my hard drives are full. Because I'm a digital hoarder. Poe.com. Okay, so one way you can make a bot, I don't know how sophisticated your bot needs to be, but one way you can make a bot is you can come to Poe.com. I think you can even do this on the free subscription. And you can say create bot. And so I'll say create bot. And then I can name the bot. So this could be AI Learning Lab. And the bot description is, handle can only include, AI Learning Lab. Is it taken? No, I didn't do it. Okay, bot description. This is a bot where an unqualified ex-actor acts like he knows about AI. And there's bad typos in there. And then you select, GPT-4, Claude 2 100K. Oh, this is a big deal. So now, so they've added some bots within Poe. They've got the Claude 2 100,000 token limit. So you could put in a really long prompt for the bot here. You could make a pretty sophisticated bot here with that one. If you're a non-subscriber, it's limited access, but if you're a subscriber, you'll get access to that. You can also use GPT-4. I'll just use Claude Instant for now. What I'm going to say, act like someone who doesn't really know about AI, but uses phrases like, you can make money with ChatGPT, and only talks in hyperbole. Hyperbole. Is that how you spell it? I think so. You are the AI equivalent of a crypto bro. What's this called? Intro message. AI rocks, dude. Okay. Sued, dude. All right, so we just made a bot. So I'm going to say create bot. Bot name is already taken. Okay, so I'm going to do AI Learning Lab joke. And I'm going to say, why did it not? What am I missing? Oh, it's too long. Oh, man. Okay, AI Learning. Let's see. AI Learning. Let's see. AI Bro. Create bot. Okay. Oh, bot name is already taken. Someone already got it. Dang it. Okay. AI Brother. Create bot. Bot name is already taken. Oh, I guess all the AI ones. Okay. Oh, dang it. All right. AI Learning Dude. Okay. So if you now all go to, is anyone still left here? If you now all go to po.com/AI learning, leaning dude. It's not even learning. I misspelled it. AI leaning dude. And type in, tell me about ChatGPT. And what's he say? Oh man, ChatGPT is like the best thing ever. It's like a genius in your pocket. You can do anything. Make money, write articles, create content. Possibilities are endless. ChatGPT is the future. I'm telling you, man. So he just totally screams everything. AI leaning dude. All right. So you could make a bot here. So that's a way you can make a bot here. And then if you want to do something on Zapier, Zapier is a bit more complicated, but I'll show you the components. Here we come to save the day. Okay, so when you get to Zapier, it starts you out on a dashboard. You're going to create a Zap. And what a Zap is a series of, just think of it like Lego blocks that are connected, that connect different sites together. And here's the simple example that I showed the other day. So this is kind of a really simple Zap. I've got an input from a Google form. I then take the input from that form. I send that to OpenAI for GPT-3. Have it generate some content. I then take what it gives me back and put that in a Gmail and send it. And so the way these things work is, if I were to create a new one, it gives you like a list of tools. There's so I could say Google Sheets. And so I could say, I'm going to take the output of GPT-3, I'm going to send it in an email, but I'm also going to put it in a row in a Google Sheet. So you can... you just sort of add these Lego blocks. And then when you add one in, it's basically like, okay, Google form is the type of block it is. it'll give you what's possible to use. So in this case, when someone puts a new form response, so when someone fills in the Google form from this account in this form, then I'll get some data. And like one of those pieces of data is the test data that I put in there. And then I can take anything from that block and I can use it in this block. And so basically anything you do in the blocks above can be used in the blocks below. So now I'll open up the OpenAI thing, and it's like, I'm going to send a prompt, from this account. And then here's the prompt. I want you to use the following variables. Color. What is your favorite color? This was the field that I used in that example form. So that's the thing I'm pulling from that block above, as a way to include test variables in the following prompt. Write a funny poem about color, animal, in the style of Edgar Allan Poe. So that was the prompt. And then when I ran the test, it gave me back a dark poem about a frog, a green frog. And then I can take that poem and I can send an email from this account, and from that person, here's the subject of the email, you asked for a poem about blank, here it is, and then there's the response from the second block. That's the actual poem itself. And then I hit that and it will send that. And so the way it works is this first block is called a trigger. So this could be you upload a new file to Google Drive. This could be you add a row to a Google Sheet. This could be you put in a Google form. You add a record to an Airtable. There's lots of different ways you can do inputs, but upon that trigger, it fires off all these other blocks. So I hope that helps. That was a little geeky. It was a little geeky. It's a little geeky for the TikTok. It's also really hard to show this shit on a TikTok screen. Tickety tock 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 tock. Oh, TikTok, you're so clever. Not enough, Clarice. Not enough chartreuse. Damn, not enough characters here. Interesting responses. I'm not sure what that means, but cool. Thank you for always answering the questions. This is a huge help. Yep. And that's his name, too, or her name. Yep. Yep. You're welcome. I appreciate the nice words. Bing is okay again. Wait, meaning ChatGPT has Bing back in it? No, I don't think so. Not in my little action. Nope, not in my neck of the woods. Involve the IT team, lawyers, and global security. Kavruno, listen to Kavruno. That she's talking about the person asking about healthcare. I mean, in general, you should learn how to use these generative AI tools. If you want to use anything for business, make sure you have your shit together, because this is the Wild West out there right now. Use it to MacGyver yourself out of a locked ice cream freezer. That's good. That's solid. Are you sure Kyle isn't an AI avatar? The hair looks so real. It's GPT-5. This is one of my better toupees. Are those plugins free? Plugins are not free right now. You don't have to pay for them individually. I think some of them probably take you to a site where you have to have a subscription, is my guess. I don't know if OpenAI's got any rules about that. But the plugins will be free when Bing supports them. When they launch live, Microsoft has said that they're going to support plugins. Do you have a course? Not yet. But what I do have, if you're curious, if you're interested in a course... Okay. What I have is I have a course graphic. So last week, some folks said, hey, you should do a workshop. If you did a workshop, I'd take it. So I put together a graphic and I put together a survey. So if you go to Linktree / real Kyle Shannon, there's a link tree there. The first link on it is a survey that's just 3 questions about, if I were to do a workshop, what would you want it to be? So if you're interested in a course, Chris, go fill out that form. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do one. I think I might. It's a lot of work and I have a lot of stuff going on. So I just want to make sure that, like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to do something that isn't as valuable as possible. So that's why that's there. So if you want me to do a course, cool. Happy to consider it. If you would, though, just go to Linktree / real Kyle Shannon and fill out that survey. That would help a lot. La 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 la. Anthropic. I'm a big fan. In healthcare, one could become a joint commission consultant ensuring healthcare compliance. That's actually a really good idea. I'm telling you, I mean, the reason to get AI literate right now is everyone's going to be looking for people that have a fucking clue. And no one's an expert right now. There's people that are experts in machine learning and building these models. There's no one that's an expert in how do you implement these models, the generative AI stuff, kind of the new stuff post November of last year. So all mundane stuff for us. I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Possibly. Wow. Hotz was awesome on Lex's pod. He was. He's so nuts. If you ever watch George Hotz's program, you want to feel inferior as a human, go watch George Hotz's program. Go watch his YouTube where he's programming. The man, it's the only thing more impressive than watching Hotz's program is watching ChatGPT just like dump out a bunch of code. But he's a human and he does it that fast. All right. Wish I was still up in Denver. Would love to make a meetup. We do them online as well. So when we do the in-person, we also do it on Google Meet. So you can join. And there's also, if you go to the salon.ai website, there's also a link to our YouTube channel, and all the back meetings are there. And we've had some really good speakers. We had John Knack, who's a senior AI guy from Adobe, was showing off Adobe stuff before they launched Firefly. That was cool. And we've had some really interesting people. So yeah, go there. Go there. Da 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 da. Fun stuff. Da 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 da. Took last in spelling. Oh, the burns are coming hot and heavy tonight. Never stop acting, my friend. Never. I will never stop acting. This is the time. This is the place. Are you ready? Are you qualified? I didn't think so. Great question, by the way. Can't even make a username. Forget this. Took last in spelling. Numbets. 101, 101. Mike Rose on a roll. Are you doing like stand-up, Mike? It's me. What up, nerds? Hey, Sadie. It's a him. Oh, yep is a him. Okay, yep. That's good to know. Yep's a him. I signed up for Photoshop Beta. Awesome. Generative fill is amazing. Do you have a copy? Do you have to copy to the other block? No. For Zapier. No, I'll show you. It shouldn't be this fucking confusing, but that's the problem with these no-code tools, is that they require you to be a fucking engineer to figure out their interface. Okay. So once you have your input set up and you kind of test, you test the trigger. I just had one field in there that asked for a color. So I knew that's the right field. But it gives you all this gobbledygook. You just got to kind of ignore all this. The interface to this is just really bad. So, but what I know now is that whenever someone puts in something into that form, it's going to trigger this event, and I know that I've got access to that thing. So the way you do it is, I'm now going to create an OpenAI prompt, send a prompt to OpenAI. And there's a ChatGPT one as well. This is the GPT-3 Dolly Whisper one. There's also a ChatGPT one. So I'm going to send a prompt from this account, and then the action is I'm using the DaVinci 3 model. And when you're writing the prompt, so you see that I've got the prompt in here. See how there's this, this field? So I'll get rid of that. So I want you to use the following variables: color, blank, and I need to actually put the variable there. So if you notice down below here, I've got all of these different pieces of data from that form, like when it was created, when it was last submitted, what's the respondent's email, a bunch of different stuff. None of that's really relevant to me. The only one that's relevant to me is, what's your favorite color? Green was the sample data. So I'm going to go grab that and click on it, and then you'll see that it added it into my prompt up here. So that's how you add that thing in. You don't need to copy and paste it. You add it from the list. And then, so now when I go down to Gmail, now I can bring in variables from the form, but also from this block into this block. So when I go to create the body of my email, again, I'll get rid of this green thing here, and I can go to, new form. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to pick the green one, and that adds that in there. And then in order to get the OpenAI poem that it wrote, I'm going to go down here to OpenAI. So this is pulling information from that second block. And so now here's all of that stuff, and somewhere in here is the poem. A silly frog of green right here. And so I grab that, and then that stuck that in the thing. And now that's in, and now that's how you stick the variables in. So your forehead has grown. Oh, my forehead has grown. Solid troll. Solid troll. Is it a compliment? Well, it's not a bad thing to have a large forehead. Your forehead has grown. It's kind of a hair joke. Could be a compliment about the mass of my brain. Could be something about the hairline receding. You see what I'm saying? Solid troll, yep, solid. Just heard you talked about a bot while I was cooking. What can the bot do? If you go to po.com/AI leaning dude, because I misspelled learning, and then you ask it about AI, it will scream at you how awesome AI is, like a crypto bro. What are your qualifications? I got nothing. Do you have to copy the other blog? Okay, regarding the bot you shown, is that able to integrate Facebook in it? I need a bot that can. To integrate Facebook in it. Do you mean to put the bot in Facebook? I don't quite know what you mean. Probably Zapier is the way to go. What's up, amigo? Rob the AI guy. Peace, man. What's happening? Please spell George Hotz. I think it's Hotz. Hang on. Lex Friedman George Hotz. Hotz. That's awesome. What did you say there? I'll check it out. Looking forward to it, Kyle. All right. Yeah, Austin. Awesome, Austin. Yeah, come to the next salon. I forget who our speaker is, but we have a good one. Interact with my auction site member, deem winner, and take screenshots of the winner. I think that might be an ad for your service. We don't advertise in here, except for my giant nightly ad for OpenAI. Why someone from OpenAI hasn't reached out to me and go, sir, can we send you a Starbucks coffee card, gift card? Is beyond me. The Leaning Lab. Amazing that was available. Exactly. AI leaning dude. I'll have to try that next time. I've only done Midjourney. Can you also show your Discord again? Go to... I can show you my Discord, or I assume you mean the address. Go to the salon.ai, and there's a link tree there with a link to the Discord. Great job. You've been live for 90 minutes. Definitely wasn't an ad as I hit the character limit. Lol. Oh man. All right, listen. I'm gonna run. My machine is just, the tech gods are weird tonight. I have a feeling my machine's infected with some sort of malware bullshit. I want to go fix that before I go to bed. And I'm gonna boogie on out of here. Nice hanging out with y'all tonight. For those of you expecting someone qualified, I'll try to come up with recommendations for other AI channels. Peace, everybody. Thanks, Hair Growth. See you later.